Hey guys, I just wanted to tell you about a quick encounter that I had with God and how much I think it really does affect everybody. So I came back from school today and I went straight into Bible study, and I got my graduation pictures delivered to me because if you don't know, I'm in my last year of high school. And so I got them delivered to me and I just automatically hated them. Like, I just hated them. And even like graduating elementary school, like I just, something about my graduation pictures like just never turn out right. And I had so much like trauma and hurt attached to my grade 8 graduation photo. And so every time I go in to take like a photo for school or professional photo, I always get so much anxiety and I just want the photo to look perfect. And so I was doing Bible study, and then when I go to look at the photos, I hated them, and I showed it to my mom and people, and everyone was like, "I love them. I think they look good," but for some reason, I just couldn't to get over the fact that I just hated it. It didn't look like me. I just felt like it turned out horrible, and I would like the first thing that popped up into my mind was like, people are gonna see this, and if you don't like this, how are other people going to like this? And so immediately it just got me into such a depressive state, and I searched up, why can I see the beauty in everybody else but I can't see the beauty in myself? That's exactly what I searched up, and I saw this beautiful reply to that question on Quora, and this person said it from a Christian standpoint and said, "You were beautifully and wonderfully created, and we shouldn't doubt our beauty or for a second compare our beauty to other people." And it was just such a beautiful reply. But then it had me thinking, why can we see good things in everybody else but ourselves? What is attached to that? And so I began to dig deeper, and it unlocked a memory for me of when I was hurt, right, in grade 8 during a graduation picture, and I felt like I experienced the ultimate betrayal. And ever since that day, it's just that hurt has kind of just come up unconsciously or subconsciously whenever I had to take a photo. And so I say all of that to say it is the little things that affect us the most. Just when you thought you forgave somebody, just when you thought you forgave a situation, just when you thought you forgave yourself, just when you thought you've moved on from something, it is the little things, or it is the things in the past, that most people wouldn't remember, that leaves such an effect on your present and on your future if you allow it to. And I didn't think that situation that happened 4 years ago still affected me. I didn't think that situation that happened so long ago would still affect me. Like, I didn't think that it had that much of an impact on me. But I was crying and I was so upset, and I was like asking myself, well, matter of fact, the Holy Spirit asked me, what are you so upset about? And I just thought like that exact situation popped up into my mind. And we really have to make sure that when we dig deep and we find these core memories, or we find these little experiences that make us feel a certain way, we really need to make sure that we don't just dig them up and then put them back into the hole, but we dig them up, we clean them, we give them to God. We need to make sure that we're addressing the situation, not just seeing the situation and being like, okay, well, that's the situation, and then putting it right back where it came from. You need to address the situation, because I have talked to God before in the past about the situation, and that's why I thought I got over it. But I feel like it comes back to haunt me. And that's the little ways that the devil will torment us, with these little cycles, with these little thoughts, with bringing up old situations. And I forgave the person involved in that situation, but I haven't forgiven the situation. I haven't forgiven what has happened. And so I just was crying because I was thinking to myself, like, I cannot keep going like this in life. I cannot keep hating every picture I take, hating every depiction of me. Like, even when I do art, because I was just making a portfolio for university, and I was looking at it, and in all of my paragraphs explaining each of the pieces I put in the portfolio, I constantly say, I made this portrait painting to look like somebody else because I hate depicting myself in art. And I thought to myself, and I was like, why do I hate depicting myself in my own art? And the reason is because I can't, and it sucks to say out loud, but I can't stand to see myself. And that's not that I think I'm horrendously hideous or that I think that I'm worthless. It's not any of those things, but it's just like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's like I look at myself and I just can't be firm on who I am. There's not just one explanation that I have for who I am. There are still so many parts of me that I haven't discovered, that I don't quite understand. And so it's just really hard to depict myself and stand firmly and boldly in it and be like, yeah, this is me and I'm proud of myself. And I feel like I can't depict myself in my art, and I can't stand to see myself in pictures, not only because of little situations that are building up, but also because I haven't gotten to the place yet where I can look at myself and be like, I'm proud of you. The amount of people in my life that have told me that they're proud of me is insane. And my reaction to that is always just like, thank you. But like, it never moves me. Like, it never does anything to me, because no matter how many people call you beautiful, no matter how many people call you smart, no matter how many people boost you up, if you don't feel the same way about yourself, those words mean nothing. And that is why we need to pay attention to the way that we talk to ourselves, to the words that we use. And something that the Holy Spirit has driven me to do, and I'm going to conclude with saying this, and I want you to try it out, is every time you think a negative thought, even if it's just for a second, out loud so you can hear yourself, completely say the opposite of that negative thought. So if you think to yourself, it's always so hard for me to get good things, then if you think that in your mind, then say out loud, it's easy for me to attract good things, and I can attract good things with no painful effort added to it. Like, every time you think something negative, rebuke that with a positive thing. And we need to practice speaking life into our lives, and we need to practice loving on ourselves, being proud of ourselves. And then everybody else's comments and compliments is just a cherry on top. But if you don't learn how to actually love yourself, life is going to be way harder than it needs to be.